You matched. So why are you still alone on Friday night? You did everything right. You swiped. You matched. You sent a message that wasn't terrible. They replied. You replied back. And then, nothing. Just a wall of silence where a connection used to be. The conversation just stopped. No explanation. No, sorry, I'm busy. Just silence. Again. And the worst part? You can't even figure out what went wrong. Maybe you've tried the witty openers you found on Reddit. Got a laugh once. Never got a date. Maybe you paid for Hinge Gold or Tinder Platinum. Got a surge of matches for 72 hours. Then the same dead-end conversations. Just more of them. Maybe you spent 2 weeks building rapport. Great banter, funny exchanges, genuine connection. And then asked to meet, and they vanished like you'd said something offensive. Maybe you hired a photographer, got great shots, watched your match rate climb, and realized the problem wasn't the photos at all. You've tried. You've really tried. And you're still here reading this because none of it worked. Here's the thing nobody tells you. Every single one of those tactics was designed to fix one piece of a broken system. And one piece was never going to be enough. Think about the last 3 conversations that faded out. Were those people genuinely uninterested in you? Or did the chat just drift? No one made a move. No one made it easy to say yes. The moment passed. Both of you moved on. That's not a wrong person problem. That's not a you're not interesting enough problem. That's a friction problem, and it's one you can solve. And here's what friction actually looks like in a dating app conversation. No clear next step. No micro-commitment. No easy ask. Just 2 people exchanging messages with no path forward until one of them stops replying. That's it. That's the whole reason it keeps happening. Here's what nobody in the dating advice world wants to admit. The reason you keep getting ghosted has nothing to do with your photos. Nothing to do with your opener. Nothing to do with how funny you are, how attractive you are, or whether you waited the right number of days to reply. The real reason every conversation stalls before it becomes a real plan, there's no path. Think about it like this. Imagine you're driving to a restaurant you've never been to before. No GPS, no directions, just vibes. You might get close. You might even find the right street. But without a clear turn-by-turn route, you circle the block a few times, get frustrated, and eventually just go home. That's exactly what's happening inside every one of your app conversations right now. You match. They seem interested. You're interested. But neither of you knows the next turn. So the conversation just loops. Friendly. Warm. Going nowhere. Until one of you quietly stops replying. That's not rejection. That's just 2 people with no map. Now here's where conventional dating advice gets it completely wrong. Every tip you've ever read treats the conversation like a performance. Be funnier. Be more mysterious. Use this opener. Wait exactly 47 hours before replying. It's all focused on the wrong thing. Because the problem isn't the quality of your messages. The problem is the structure underneath them. Or more precisely, the complete absence of one. See, human behavior follows a very predictable pattern. When someone is given a clear, easy, low-stakes next step, they take it. When there's no clear next step, they do nothing. Not because they're not interested, not because you said the wrong thing, because the brain defaults to inaction when the path forward is ambiguous. Psychologists call this decision paralysis. You've felt it yourself, standing in a grocery store aisle staring at 40 types of pasta sauce, and somehow walking away with nothing. The same thing is happening to your matches. They like you, but the conversation has no forward momentum, no micro-step that makes it easy to say yes to the next thing. So they drift. And you drift. And by Thursday, neither of you remembers what you were even talking about. The fix isn't a better line. The fix is a micro-commitment flow. Here's the concept. Instead of one big ask, want to go on a date? You build a sequence of tiny, almost effortless yeses that move the conversation forward in stages. Each small yes creates momentum. Each moment of momentum makes the next step feel natural instead of awkward. By the time you suggest meeting up, it doesn't feel like a leap. It feels like the obvious next move, for both of you. Think of it like a staircase instead of a ladder. A ladder is scary. You're asking someone to climb straight up with nothing to hold on to. A staircase? One step at a time. Easy, natural, safe to say yes at every level. And this is backed by actual behavioral science, not dating guru intuition. Research by Aaron and colleagues showed that structured, progressive exchanges build genuine interpersonal closeness faster than extended casual conversation. Fogg's behavior model, developed at Stanford, shows that people take action when 3 things align: motivation, ability, and a clear prompt at the right moment. Remove the clear prompt, nothing happens, even when motivation is high. That's why your conversations feel promising and then disappear. The motivation is there on both sides. The prompt, the right ask, at the right moment, framed the right way, never comes. And Iyengar and Lepper's research on choice overload confirms it. When the next step is vague or open-ended, people disengage entirely rather than figure it out. So, want to hang out sometime? Is a ladder. Are you more of a Saturday morning coffee person or a weekday evening person? Is a staircase. One creates pressure and ambiguity. The other creates an easy yes. This is why everything you've tried before didn't stick. The witty opener got a laugh, but there was no structure after it to build momentum. The premium boost got you more matches, but more matches fed into the same broken flow. The long rapport-building texts felt friendly, but without a clear ask at the right moment, motivation faded and the window closed. None of those tactics were wrong exactly. They were just disconnected pieces with no architecture holding them together. A great front door doesn't help if the hallway leads nowhere. What actually works is a complete sequence. One that aligns your profile signals, your opening message, your momentum nudges, and your ask into a single connected flow, where each step creates the conditions for the next one. No guessing about what to say. No anxiety about whether it's too soon to ask. No spiraling when a reply comes in slow. Just a clear, calm path from match to confirmed date, built around how people actually make decisions, not how we wish they did. That's the mechanism. Not a trick, not a line, not a hack. A structured path that removes the friction that's been killing your conversations before they ever had a chance. And once you understand this, you'll never look at a stalled conversation the same way again. Look, I have to be straight with you about something before we go any further. I'm not a dating coach. I don't have a psychology degree hanging on my wall. I've never run a clinical study or published a paper in an academic journal. What I am is someone who was exactly where you are right now, busy, matching, getting nowhere. I'd open the app after work, send a few messages, go to bed hoping someone replied. Rinse, repeat, ghost. I started to wonder if the problem was just me. If I was somehow fundamentally less interesting than the people who seem to figure this out effortlessly. So I did what any frustrated, slightly obsessive professional does when they can't solve a problem. I went down a research rabbit hole. Not dating advice blogs, not Reddit threads, not another YouTube video from some guy in a rented Lamborghini. I mean actual peer-reviewed behavioral science, published studies, the kind of research that sits in academic journals and never makes it to your Instagram feed. And what I found stopped me cold. Arthur Aaron's research at Stony Brook University showed that interpersonal closeness isn't built through long, meandering conversation. It's built through structured, progressive questions. Small, specific exchanges that escalate in vulnerability. Not weeks of small talk. A precise sequence. The kind of thing you can design in advance. BJ Fogg's behavior model out of Stanford showed something even more uncomfortable. People don't act when they're interested. They act when motivation, ability, and a clear prompt converge at exactly the right moment. If you miss that window, even by a day, motivation fades. The other person doesn't lose interest in you. They just drift. Because no one made the next step obvious. And Sheena Iyengar's research on choice overload at Columbia showed that when there's no clear, easy option in front of someone, they don't choose. They disengage entirely. Which means every time you send a vague, "So what are you up to this weekend?" you weren't being casual. You were accidentally creating decision paralysis. This wasn't my theory. This was documented science that had been sitting in published journals for years. Nobody in the dating advice world had connected these dots into a single, usable system. I started applying what I found. Quietly. Just for myself. Within 3 weeks, I had more confirmed dates on my calendar than I'd had in the previous 4 months combined. My friend Marcus noticed. He'd been on the apps for 2 years with almost identical results to mine. Matches, chats, nothing. I walked him through the sequence I'd built. Specific openers. A timing structure for the first 48 hours. A 2-option ask that removed all the pressure. He had 2 confirmed dates within 10 days. Then my colleague Jamie asked what had changed. Then a few people in my building. Then people I didn't even know started reaching out through mutual connections. I wasn't trying to become anyone's dating guru. I was just sharing what the research had already proven. I wasn't trying to become anyone's dating guru. I was just sharing what the research had already proven, and what nobody had bothered to package into something a busy person could actually use. Here's the thing I need you to understand. The reason this works has nothing to do with me. It works because Aaron's research on micro-commitment sequences is real. Fogg's behavior model is real. Iyengar's work on decision friction is real. These aren't opinions. They're peer-reviewed, replicated, published findings. I just did the work of connecting them into one flow. From your profile signals, to your first message, to the ask, to the confirmed date on your calendar. The proof isn't my authority. The proof is the science this was built on. So let me ask you something honestly. If ghosting isn't a personality flaw but a friction problem, and friction problems have structural solutions, what would it mean to finally have that structure in your hands, starting tonight? Can you see what your next 30 days look like when you open the app with a clear system, instead of a quiet sense of dread? That's why I created the Ghost-Proof Dating Accelerator, the 30-day match-to-date system for busy professionals. This isn't another list of openers to copy from Reddit. It's not a be more confident pep talk dressed up as a program. And it's definitely not a premium app subscription that does nothing but show your profile to more people who will ignore it. This is the only system built around one specific problem, the gap between a match and a confirmed date. It uses what I call the micro-commitment flow system, a behavior science-backed sequence that connects every piece of the puzzle into one clean path. Pillar 1, the profile signal upgrade. Fix what's broken before you send a single message. Most profiles send confused signals, weak prompts, photos that attract the wrong people, mixed messages that say, "I'm interesting," but don't invite a reply. This pillar walks you through a photo selection framework, prompt formulas that show exactly who you are, and a red flag sweep that removes the quiet killers buried in your current profile. You finish this in one evening. Your profile starts working harder the next morning. Pillar 2, first contact that gets replies. 10 openers that actually create momentum. Not one-liners, not copy-paste compliments, not hey. These are 10 category-based openers built around a curiosity plus clarity format. So let's talk about what this actually costs. A single session with a dating coach runs $150 to $300 per hour. A professional profile rewrite? $200 to $500. And that's just the photos and prompts. It doesn't touch your messaging, your timing, or your ask. App premium subscriptions? $30 to $60 every single month. And Hinge doesn't care if you get dates. They care if you keep swiping. To piece together everything inside the Ghost-Proof Dating Accelerator from individual sources, a profile consultant, a messaging coach, a scheduling framework, you'd spend $500 to $900 minimum. And you'd still be missing the one thing that makes all of it work, the connected flow from match to confirmed date. So no, I'm not charging $500. I'm not charging $300. I'm not even charging $197. For a limited time, you can get the complete Ghost-Proof Dating Accelerator for just $67. That's it. For a limited time, you can get the complete Ghost-Proof Dating Accelerator for just $67. That's it. Less than one round of drinks on a date that could have been avoided. Less than 1 month of a premium subscription that doesn't fix anything. Less than the Uber to a date you're not even sure will show up. Here's everything you get the moment you join. The 7-module core program, your complete match-to-date system, built on behavior science, designed for busy professionals who have 20 minutes a day and zero patience for more guesswork. Value: $197. The complete cheat sheet library, 8 fast-use tools you can screenshot and use inside the app tonight. Openers, sequences, smooth ask scripts, anti-ghost decision tree. All of it distilled. Value: $47. Bonus 1, the voice calibration guide, so every template sounds like you. Sharper, clearer, but unmistakably you. Value: $37. Bonus 2, the 20-minute quick start checklist, profile upgraded, ready to send, tonight, before you go to bed. Value: $27. Bonus 3, the small pool playbook. Bonus 4, the not pushy Ask Masterclass. Bonus 5, the ghosting debrief framework. Total value, $419. Your price today, $67. And it comes with a full money-back guarantee. But here's what I need you to understand right now. This $67 price, and every single bonus, is only available during this launch window. We're capping access at 200 spots. Not as a gimmick. For a real reason, the first cohort shapes the next version of this program. Their results, their feedback, their edge cases. That's what makes this better for everyone who comes after. Once those 200 spots are filled, the price moves to $97, and the bonuses come down. The Voice Calibration Guide, the Not Pushy Ask Masterclass, the Ghosting Debrief Framework, gone. The core program will still be there. But the tools that address your biggest fears, those are launch only. So here's what you do right now. Click the button below this video. Fill in your details. Take 60 seconds. You'll have immediate access to everything. All 7 modules, all 8 cheat sheets, all 5 bonuses, before you go to sleep tonight. And here's the only real question left. The next 30 days are going to pass either way. You can spend them the same way you've spent the last few months, opening the app, watching conversations fade, wondering what you did wrong. Or you can spend them running a system that was built specifically to close the gap you've been stuck in. Same 30 days. Completely different outcome. The counter is live, the spots are filling. Click the button, get your dates. And because I want to make sure you have everything you need to go from match to confirmed date, I'm stacking 5 powerful bonuses on top of the core program. Free, only for people who act today. Bonus number 1, the Voice Calibration Guide. Make every template sound like you. This is the bonus that kills the number 1 fear dead. Scripts never sound like me. You're right, bad scripts don't. This guide shows you exactly how to adjust tone, vocabulary, and personal detail. 3 tone profiles: direct, warm, and playful. Before and after examples for each. You'll see the difference in 60 seconds. Authenticity isn't the absence of preparation. It's showing up with clarity. This guide makes sure you do. Bonus number 2, the 20-minute quick start checklist. Be live and running tonight. You don't need a weekend to get started. You need one evening. This checklist walks you through the highest impact moves in under 20 minutes. By the time you go to bed tonight, your profile is already sending better signals, and you have a message ready to send. The biggest lift is done before you wake up tomorrow. Bonus number 3, the Small Pool Playbook. How to win when your app has fewer matches. Think your city is too small for any system to matter? Volume is not the variable. Conversion is. This playbook shows you how to get more dates from fewer matches. Bonus number 4, the Not Pushy Ask Masterclass. How to invite someone out without feeling like you're selling them something. This short training goes deep on the psychology behind the 2-option ask, why it feels considerate instead of pressuring. After this, you'll stop confusing having a plan with being pushy. They are not the same thing. Pillar 5, the Anti-Ghost Protocols. A calm plan for every slow reply. When a conversation slows down, most people either over-text or go silent and spiral. Bonus number 5, the Ghosting Debrief Framework. Turn every fade out into data, not damage. Here's the truth. Ghosting will still happen sometimes. That's not failure. This framework gives you a 5-question debrief you run after any conversation that stalls. Let's add it all up. 7-module program, cheat sheet library, and all 5 bonuses. Total value, $419. Your price today, $67. That's less than 1 round of drinks on a date that could have been avoided. But these bonuses are launch only. Now, I know what you're thinking. I've tried things like this before. I still got ghosted the same way. What makes this different? That's a fair question. And I'm not going to ask you to take it on faith. So here's what I'm doing instead. Try the Ghostproof Dating Accelerator for 30 days, completely risk-free. Complete the upgrade. Send the openers. Use the smooth ask. If you don't have at least 1 confirmed quality date on your calendar, send 1 email. You get every penny back. No questions. No hoops. The risk is entirely on this program, not on you. Think about that for a second. You've already spent months in the match chat ghost loop. None of that came with a guarantee. This does. If the system doesn't work, you don't pay for it. That's the deal. The only way you lose here is if you close this page and go back to doing what you've already been doing, and you already know exactly where that leads. The counter is live, the spots are filling. Click the button, get your dates. Here's the thing I need you to hear right now. This isn't a think about it and come back later situation. The first 200 spots in the Ghostproof Dating Accelerator are the only ones available at $67. Once that counter hits 0, the price moves to $97, and it stays there. That's not a marketing trick. It's how launches work. Early buyers shape the program. Their results, their feedback, their real 30-day outcomes, that's what makes the next version better. If you wait a week to decide, You just pushed your first confirmed date back by a week. If you wait a month, that's another month of the same loop. Match, chat, ghost, silence, reset. Think about what that actually costs you. Not $67, not $97. Another holiday dinner where someone asks, "So are you seeing anyone?" and you smile and change the subject. Another Friday night that's quieter than it should be. Another Sunday where you open the app, scroll for 20 minutes, and close it feeling worse than when you started. That's the real cost of waiting. And here's the part no one says out loud. The 5 bonuses. The voice calibration guide, the not pushy Ask Masterclass, the small pool playbook, the quick start checklist, the ghosting debrief framework. Those come down when the launch window closes. After that, you get the core program. That's it. The bonuses that specifically address your biggest fears, sounding fake, coming across as pushy, living in a small city, getting ghosted even after you try, those are gone. So the question isn't whether this is worth $67. The question is, how many more weeks are you willing to spend in the same place? You're at a fork right now. 3 roads. Road 1. Do nothing. Close this page. Go back to the app. Send a few messages tonight. Hope something sticks. Maybe it will. Maybe this week is the week it finally clicks on its own. But you've been here before. You know how this road ends. Another conversation that felt promising for 3 days and then quietly disappeared. Another match who seemed genuinely interested, until they weren't. Another version of the same loop, just with different names and different profile photos. Road 2. Figure it out yourself. You could spend the next few months testing openers, reading Reddit threads, watching YouTube videos that contradict each other, trying a new approach every week and tracking what works. Maybe in 6 months, you'd piece together something that resembles a system. But you've already been doing a version of this. Better photos, premium boosts, long rapport texts, witty openers. Each one helped a little. None of them connected into something that actually moved a match to a confirmed date. DIY works great for furniture. It's a slow, expensive way to fix a friction problem that already has a proven solution. Road 3. Use the system that was built for exactly this. 20 minutes a day. A clear sequence from match to confirmed date. Copy-paste messages that sound like you. A script for the ask that removes the pressure. A calm decision tree for every slow reply scenario. 3 confirmed quality dates in 30 days. Or your money back. You were never the problem. Read that again. The ghosting wasn't a verdict on your personality. The faded conversations weren't proof that you're not interesting enough. The silence after a promising match wasn't the universe telling you something about your worth. It was friction, a missing system. That gap is fixable. It was always fixable. And now you have the exact tool to fix it. A behavior science-backed 7-module system with copy-paste messages, a ghost-proof ask script, a daily 20-minute routine, and 5 bonuses built to remove every fear that's kept you from acting. Total value, $419. Your price today, $67. Guaranteed to put a confirmed date on your calendar in 30 days, or you get every dollar back. Click the button below right now and get instant access to the Ghost-Proof Dating Accelerator. Your profile upgrade takes 1 evening. Your first opener goes out tonight. Your first confirmed date lands within 30 days. That's not hope, that's a system. You've spent enough Friday nights waiting for something to change on its own. This is the part where you change it. Click the button, I'll see you inside. P.S. The $67 price and all 5 bonuses disappear when the first 200 spots are filled. The voice calibration guide, the not pushy Ask Masterclass, the small pool playbook, those are launch only. Once the counter hits 0, the price goes to $97 and the bonuses come down permanently. If you're reading this, the window is still open. Don't close this page and come back tomorrow. The spot you're looking at right now may not be there. Secure your access below and start your 30 days tonight.